Hello everybody, this is Chronosco018, and this is going to be my thoughts on My Hero Academia, Episode 9, Season 3. I should have gotten these done yesterday, but I just didn't feel like recording. And you should already be able to see the update video as to what's going on. I actually did gain 2 subscribers at one point, and then I lost them. Or I lost 2 others, or whatever. Anyway, I'm back to 458. Anyway, this episode is the start of all bad stuff happening. Well, not all bad stuff happening, but yeah, it doesn't end well. Anyway, Bakugo, like I thought, as soon as he was let free, he told them, to hell with you, I'm not joining you, screw you. He actually did say screw you. But yeah, he essentially he's not going to turn to the dark side. He's dead set on becoming a hero. And the others try to, go to grab him and obviously tie him back up or whatever they were using. And in his head, it's showing Bakugo in his head trying to figure out a way to get out of this mess and get out of there before any of them could do anything. There's a knock on the door from the pizza place. And everybody's like confused, like, what? And then, boom! All Might busts through the wall behind the bar. And before any of the villains could even do anything, Kamui Woods shows up and ties them all up with his branches so they can't escape. And before Dabi can even do anything to retaliate, because he's a long-range fighter, Gran Torino shows up, kicks him in the face, and knocks him out in the process. Which is good, because we don't need that guy trying to do anything. Anyway, the rescue is starting. Actually, I should have said this before, but they end up discussing the rescue. Actually, no, I think that's next episode where they talk about it. But yeah, they get Endeavor in it, they get Gran Torino, they get Kamui Woods, All Might, what else? What was the guy's name? Edshot? The guy who has the, paper quirk where he can make himself as thin as paper? Yeah, he pops up. He was the one who actually, I think, was possibly the one who said the whole pizza line. Or maybe it was one of the officers, but he pops up through the door, he folds out of the door, which is nuts, and unlocks the door, and all the police rush in. Well, some of the police rush in. The rest are outside with Endeavor to make sure that none of the villains escape. And Shigaraki thinks that he's going to be able to get the Nomus to show up. But nope. Because, actually, I keep on jumping it back and forth between all those, but Midori and the others are going to try and sneak through the back, go through the back, because there's no way they're going to be able to go through the front without drawing attention to themselves, because there's still people out front. And as they're going through the little wall between the two buildings, it sounds like they're making a boob joke where Yagirozu talks about how it's so tight back here I might get stuck. But no. Keep that in mind for the next couple episodes. Or keep that wall in mind for the next couple episodes. And they get to a window. They haven't got to the back yet. They got to a window, and Kirishima and Midoriya look through the window with some night vision goggles that Kirishima brought with him, which I do wonder where he got the money for those, because apparently those are really expensive, according to Midoriya. And they end up seeing vats that contain Nomu. And while the attack on the hideout is going on, Mount Lady shows up and she drop kicks the building, cuts it probably in half, and all the other pro heroes like Fascinist, Grand Orca, Tiger, who else pops up? I think those are the main ones. Yeah, they pop up and take control of the situation, kill all the Nomus that they find, anyway. And Tiger finds, dang it, what was her name? I can't remember. The other pussycat that was missing. And she's alive, but it's like she's in some kind of trance. And they don't know what's wrong with her, but I know it's actually explained what's wrong with her in a second. And Shigaraki tries to get Kurogiri to warp the Nomus in, but Edshot does something to Kirigiri and knocks him out, so he can't use his warp gate ability. And I don't know what that noise is. Anyway, they try to obviously figure out a way to get out of this mess that they're in, but they can't. And yeah, All Might questions Shigaraki, asking, "Where is your master?" And I don't know what Shigaraki actually does, but as soon as he does something, Nomus start warping in using a strange slime warp. I don't really get it myself, but they start warping in because Kirigiri is not doing it. He's still out cold. And they start warping inside the building and outside the building, so the police and Endeavor have to take care of them as well. And before anybody can even do anything, Bakugo gets warped away by the same type of warp, which is disgusting, by the way. All Might tries to grab him, but a little too late. And everybody's questioning, well, what the heck is going on? Because the Nomus shouldn't be warping in because they were supposed to have been defeated by Best Jeanist and them. And All Might's friend tries, contacting Best Jeanist, and he can't get a hold of him. And it keeps on going a little back and forth, like on time-wise. It goes like a few minutes earlier or whatever. And they say that someone actually starts walking up to the heroes, talking about how the Pussycat actually had an interesting quirk, so he took it. And I knew who it was when he said he took the quirk. There's only one villain that we know of that has the ability to steal quirks. And Jeanist, being the smart hero that he is, he ties up the guy using his quirk, and he obviously knows that it couldn't have been a civilian, because why would a civilian be in that building with all the bad guys and the Nomus? And the guy uses apparently some kind of quirk to make a big boom, and it decimates not only the building, but a good portion of the area around it. And remember when I mentioned the wall? If Midori and the others had actually left what they had planned on, they would have gotten caught in that crossfire and possibly could have gotten killed. That wall is still holding up where they're at. They're frozen in fear, but they're still alive. So yeah, that wall is not just a boob joke. It's kept them safe. And yeah, we see Mount Lady, Grand Orca, and the others all out cold. And I think what happens next happens in the next episode, if I'm thinking of it right. And yeah, everybody's all Midori and the others are all freaking out mentally. And I do not blame them. And Midori realizes that this guy is all for one. Yeah, the big bad hero, the big bad villain. The big bad that gave All Might almost a run for his money and injured him. Yeah, this guy is back. And I was freaking out while I was watching this episode, because I thought that when Shigaraki said, "Master, give me your power," I thought that he was going to give him all for one and use it to take Bakugo's explosion quirk to render essentially him useless. That's what I thought was going to happen. And I actually did mention this in the next episode, because I still think that, because he gets warped to where All for One is. So actually, the villains get warped there as well. And All Might tries to go with them through the warp, but he's, obviously not fast enough. And yeah, that's how the episode ends, on a major cliffhanger. And don't worry, as soon as I get to that point, I'm going to upload 10 and 11 at the same time. Not at the same time, obviously, but I will get them up around the same time. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time. Is it going to turn off?